Yeah, my people, it's your boy Frigate TV. I just come bring another matter from. I understand a lot of friends has been calling me. What is happening in Enugu and Abia State? What is the situation in Obingwa and not the rest? So I decided to bring this video to you. Please, for most of you that are concerned in answering you individually, I would like you to watch this video and follow up. And we will come back to discuss it. Thank you.
Let's quickly get an update from our correspondent, Ovieteme George, who is presently in Umuahia, Abia State. Ovieteme, good morning. Good to have you here. What's the latest development in Abia State beyond the reported suspension of the collation of results?
Good morning, Dr. Abati. Well, I'm here in Umuahia, the Abia State capital, and just last night, late into the night, we were in Port Harcourt, where the INEC declared its result for that state, that is the governorship. Now I'm here. Well, I think it's important to give a bit of background to why it was actually suspended here, that is the governorship election results in Abia State. Well, the information is quite clear that while at Obingwa, the INEC office in Obingwa was invaded, and then some persons were held hostage. And eventually, when results were brought to the collation center here, the presiding officer and vice chancellor of the Federal University of Technology, Professor Nnenna Oti, had in the course of the collation called in the administrative secretary to read out the message she said came from the INEC headquarters, talking about a review of the Obingwa results first before the announcement or declaration would be made. Now, look at this. 17 local government areas in Abia State, 10 local government had already gone to the Labour Party, that is Alex Oti. The People's Democratic Party had won 5, making it 15, and then the YPP got 16, just 1 remaining, Obingwa. Is it the swing local government area in Abia State? I cannot say. Sounds more like Florida. But this is quite profound. I would like to read what the presiding officer and vice chancellor of the Federal University of Technology, Owerri, said. She said, I am Professor Nnenna Oti from Afikpo, Vice Chancellor of Federal University of Technology, Owerri. The people's mandate shall stand. Now, I thought that was quite profound. She went on to say, I have spent all my adult life in the pursuit of the ideals of good governance. We shall stand by these principles. The pastor in me and the mother in me will not permit me to do anything that will adversely affect the future of our children. I shall do right by God and by man. Now, that was what she said before she announced, before she called in the administrative secretary to announce the suspension of the collation of the results in Obingwa. And that is being dealt with in Abuja, I was told. Now, I got this bit of information a few minutes ago that the BVAS machines would be sent to Abuja. Whatever that means, the review, would it require forensic analysis? I don't know. But that will be done there first in Abuja, and then hopefully brought back to Umuahia and announced along with the others. And of course, the total result will be announced here in Umuahia, and that is when we'll get to know who will succeed Governor Okezie Ikpeazu.
Right. Thank you so much, Ovieteme. Please, can you by any extension tell us what you know about what is happening in Enugu? Because these are the pressure points people keep talking about. Abia, Enugu, almost same scenario. What's going on there?
A similar thing is actually happening in Enugu. I can't really place an alert finger on the details. They are quite sketchy. But I saw a video earlier, but I don't want to rely on it. So I'd rather play safe by waiting to get more information. Enugu is not far away. Since I'm already in the southeast, let us just do the work together. So I'll just get the information from Enugu where I'll be sure about the information. But I think 2 local governments had not been declared yet in Enugu. I don't know if it has been done now. That's just the situation. I'm just trying to play safe without giving any information.
And thank you so much for upholding the integrity of the Rise News channel. We don't say what we don't know. It's what we have the facts on, we declare. And that's it. Pure and simple.
Well, I mean, you are in Abia. Let's stay with Abia. And I would like to ask you, the suspension, what is the reaction of the people? Is there a lot of anxiety that you have observed? Is there tension? What's the state of feelings in that state?
Well, Dr. Abati, I left the collation center in Port Harcourt at few minutes to 12. Barely slept and woke up around past 3 and hit the roads to Umuahia. So I haven't really gotten much information. When you drive in the streets of Umuahia, it looks normal, though a bit quiet. There's this kind of silence that gives volume to suspense hovering in the air about what is going to happen. Who will be the man to be their governor for the next 4 years? That's the kind of suspense. Should I say the people wait with bated breath? I can say that. But just a recap, 17 local government areas, 10 to the Labour Party, 5 have been won by the PDP. YPP has grabbed 1, a distant third. And Obingwa, as it sounds, Obingwa is what everyone is waiting for.
All right, quite interesting, and I'm glad that you made a parallel comparison with Florida in the United States of America in terms of Obingwa potentially being a swing state. Would you, in your estimation, regard Obingwa as the decider, as such an important, local government area that it is enough to halt the process because of that particular area?
When I arrived here, Umuahia, the first thing I asked someone is to tell me, what are the number of votes there? That is where we begin to do the math, even though I know I'm a poor student of mathematics. But that would give me an idea of what they are actually looking for. Now, Obingwa, you see, from the accreditation, that is where you begin to have an idea of the number of votes up for grabs by the political parties. So it is not really safe to say if it will swing. That was why I said, could it be the swing state of Florida? I don't know. Usually accreditation comes and then the voting. Sometimes you don't get that number. And then of course you have votes that are not to be counted. There are technical terms and everything when you don't play by the rules of engagement, where you sometimes may make some votes invalid. That was what I was looking for. So you really can't say number of votes, number of invalid votes, number of accreditation. All these would determine if Obingwa could be the swing state. But look at it. 3 persons in the race, technically. 1 is a distant third, YPP. It's between the Labour Party and the PDP. Both are not happy with the status quo at the moment, with the PDP calling for the announcement of the result, the Labour Party saying the INEC should not wait, go ahead and announce the result, which means they know what we don't know. So these are technical things. Okay. When the INEC said there are irregularities, besides some staff being held hostage in a place that you could literally say was invaded in Obingwa. So the best thing to do is to wait and see what INEC does in Abuja in its review, and then the machine will be brought back to Umuahia, collated, announced, and then the total figure will be given. 17 local government areas will be announced as one.
Obiachebe, real quickly. 1, is there any strongman politician that has a leaning with Obingwa or that is from Obingwa? That's the first question I'd like to ask you. Secondly, with the 10 local governments counted thus far, or the 16 local government counted thus far, what is the vote play? Who's got what number of votes? But not concluded yet.
Again, Rufai, I would want to be a safety manager in an oil production company site. I don't want to venture into that, because sometimes what you rely on may not really reflect. I've seen big wigs in politics in Nigeria fall in these elections nationwide. I saw what happened in Zamfara State. A certain Bello Matawale who decamped, leaving the PDP and went to the APC and lost. Incumbency did not work. So there are big men. Chimaroke Namani lost in Enugu to Labour Party. So you see, I don't want to give some people some status that may be overrated at this point in time, because the results coming in Abia State is hitting everybody. Some hitting hard, some accepting it. So let's just play safe and say the time of big men in Nigerian politics is gradually fading away.
No.
This is one plus I'll give to the INEC.
No.
Because of the use of the beavers machines,
Oveteme,
where there are no voter suppression.
Oveteme, this is my question. Number of local governments counted thus far. You said 16, and you've given us the interplay. What are like things like the margin? You know, maybe if you have some of the results, maybe we can go through it again just to be able to have a state of mind of what is happening. And is there any big political affiliation with Obingwa?
Okay, Rufai, I don't want to state the margin, because the INEC has not done a sum total.
Okay.
The margins we are getting are from people, and they may be interested parties, and it could be misleading. That is what the INEC does at collation centers. You just see it. Well, like I said, I'm not a good student of mathematics. I don't want to do the tabulation and calculation and give something else. We're talking about big politicians, big wigs that could swing the votes in Obingwa, that could maybe play a key role. And again, I said, Rufai, I can't place an alert finger on the names right now. Like, I'm an Englishman in New York. I'm a Bayelsa man in Abia. So as it stands now, let's just look at it this way. The Leviathan status of politicians these days is being whittled down by the people power.
You made that point already. But let me ask you, what is the truth about Obingwa? Because the PDP is saying that there's no violence, there was no violence at any time in Obingwa. And on the basis of that, the PDP is asking the INEC to go ahead and announce the results. But INEC is claiming that its local government collation center in Obingwa was attacked. What is the truth? Who is lying? Who is stating the truth? Have you been able to find out?
At this point in time, it will be safe for me to go with the INEC, because that is the electoral umpire body, stating a reason why it has decided to suspend collation. Because I just left Rivers State. There are instances and there are certain local government areas where at the collation center, the collation agents of the various political parties were arguing. Some said some persons died there. And then whoever is benefiting from the result would say nobody died there. So until you get to those local government areas on a fact-finding mission, you could easily be misled. So that's the situation here. That's just the situation, Dr. Abati.
Okay, we get the point. You just arrived. You probably have not had enough time, to check out the situation.
Not even time for pepper soup.
Or jollof rice. So we'll give you time, and we'll come back to you when you are fully, settled in and you have more information for us.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Oveteme.
Yeah, my people, I think you've all watched this video, and you've heard what is happening in Abia State and also Enugu State, and I think we hope for the best, and we pray INEC do the needful, and the right thing should be done. And you heard the person in Abia State telling us that he hopes for the best as well, and talking about Enugu State, telling you of the big wins that has followed. But the truth is that whether we like it or not, at least we've done, there's a lot of improvement. Things that don't easily happen in our polities played at this 2023 election. And for that, we should just encourage us to do more, and why cases that will be going to court, why they are there. We also encourage the judiciary to do the best and not be just do the best. We want the best, and that is what we all ask for. And don't forget to always follow us on our Facebook page, Frigate Prince, and also follow us on our YouTube, Frigate TV, and keep following us on TikTok and other of our platforms. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for following us. Like and also share.